Hey everybody, Jake here, and today we're going to take a look at another ink. Today it will be Lamy Turquoise. So this is a pretty nice ink from Lamy, very affordable and still a very nice color. So you can see here it includes some blotting paper on the side like all Lamy inks do. Very interesting bottle, and you can see on the bottom here it has a little dip down so you can fill it. So you're not, trying to fill from this, which would be ridiculous. Let's go ahead and uncap it and take a look. A very wide neck on this, very easy to fill from, even from my larger pens like the Fact 700. No problems filling from this at all. It is 50 milliliters, runs about $12 a bottle, so it's pretty affordable. Not a bad price at all, especially considering what you get. It's a very nice blue. This is probably one of my first inks that I got with my Safari. I got the cartridges, so it was nice to pick up a bottle of this. Here's the actual ink swatch. You can see it's just a basic kind of bright blue, a little bit lighter, fairly interesting color. A little bit of shading, no color change or anything to speak of really. But it's just a nice simple bright blue. Let's go and take a look at a writing sample here. It's going to be Lamy Turquoise. And it's a very nice ink. It writes a little dry, but it doesn't dry super fast. If that makes any sense. It doesn't flow out quite as much as, say, Noodlers or Diamine or anything like that. But we're going to take a look at the dry times here. So this ink will take a while to dry as you're writing with it. I don't think it'll be super inconvenient or anything like that, but it might take a moment. But it's a really nice, more simple ink if you're not looking for, a ton of sheening or anything like that, and you just want a little shading to your color, a little variety. It's certainly not a bad one. I like the color quite a bit, which is good because that's the only color you're going to really get out of it. Some of the more popular, turquoise colors often have red shading or purple or something, or sheening or something like that. This one doesn't really have that, but it's just a nice, really simple blue. And like I said, it has a pretty decent amount of shading to it. It's where you can get a nice mix of lighter and darker as you're writing, which is one of the perks of writing with a fountain pen. You can get that variation. So you can see, especially when I apply a little pressure, it comes out a little darker, almost a purpley color, which is interesting. But I do believe it is still wet, so when it dries, I'm sure the color will change to something, a bit more akin to this. But it's a nice, just basic bright blue. It's not as vibrant as, Bay State blue or anything, but it's also a whole lot safer, and it's super cheap. Relatively speaking. It's a little bit more expensive than Diamine bottles, but certainly not bad. 50 milliliters, and you get the ink blotting paper, which actually works, by the way. I tried it when I filled my 2000 from it, and it works decently. It's a little, I wish they made it a little bit taller, to be honest, because generally I dip more than this into the bottle, but that's just a little nitpick. It's included basically. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep an eye out for some upcoming videos. Thanks, guys. Bye.